The history of human activity in Nauru, an island country in the Pacific Ocean, began roughly 3,000 years ago when 12 Micronesian and Polynesian clans settled the island. The flag of Nauru reflects the 12 original tribes that inhabited the country. Nauruans subsisted on coconut and pandanus fruit, and engaged in aquaculture by catching juvenile ibija fish, acclimated them to freshwater conditions, and raised them in Buata Lagoon, providing an additional reliable source of food. Traditionally only men were permitted to fish on the reef, and did so from canoes or by using trained man-of-war hawks. Nauruans trace their descent on the female side. The first Europeans to encounter the island were on the British whaling ship Hunter, in 1798. When the ship approached, many canoes ventured out to meet the ship. The Hunter's crew did not leave the ship nor did Nauruans board, but Captain John Fern's positive impression of the island and its people led to its English name, Pleasant Island. This name was used until Germany annexed the island 90 years later. From around 1830, Nauruans had contact with Europeans from whaling ships and traders who replenished their supplies, such as fresh water. At Nauru, the Icelanders traded food for alcoholic toddy and firearms, the first Europeans to live on the island, starting perhaps in 1830, were Patrick Burke and John Jones, Irish convicts who had escaped from Norfolk Island. According to Paradise for Sale, Jones became Nauru's first and last dictator, who killed or banished several other beachcombers who arrived later, until the Nauruans banished Jones from the island in 1841. The introduction of firearms and alcohol destroyed the peaceful coexistence of the 12 tribes living on the island. A 10-year internal war began in 1878 and resulted in a reduction of the population from 1,400, in 1843, to around 900, in 1888. Ultimately, alcohol was banned and some arms were confiscated. In December 1999, 4 major United States banks banned dollar transactions with 4 Pacific Island states, including Nauru. The United States Department of State issued a report identifying Nauru as a major money laundering center, used by narcotics traffickers and Russian organized crime. Figures: during 2002, Nauru severed diplomatic recognition with Taiwan, Republic of China, and signed an agreement to establish diplomatic relations with the People's Republic of China. This move followed China's promise to provide more than $130 million in aid. In 2004, Nauru broke off relations with the PRC and re-established them with the ROC. Nauru was also approached by the US with a deal to modernize Nauru's infrastructure in exchange for suppression of the island's lax banking laws that allow activities that are illegal in other countries to flourish. Under this deal, allegedly, Nauru would also establish an embassy in China and perform certain safe house and courier services for the US government, in a scheme codenamed Operation Weasel. Nauru agreed to the deal and instituted banking reform, but the US later denied knowledge of the deal. The matter is being pursued in an Australian court, and initial judgments have been in favor of Nauru. The government is desperately in need of money to pay off salary arrears of civil servants and to continue funding the welfare state built up in the heyday of phosphate mining. Nauruans pay no taxes. Nauru has yet to develop a plan to remove the innumerable coral pinnacles created by mining and make those lands suitable for human habitation. Thanks for watching. For more updates, please press the subscribe button.